You've got this trench that Alex is in, you've got this little one that Matt's in, and then the far one where Ian is. But they do look like three tiny, rather arbitrary trenches, a third of the way across the island.
Ah, they're not arbitrary, Tony. I never do anything that's arbitrary. If you look, they're in a straight line.
Yes.
Right? They're in a straight line across what I think might be a road. You've got this, you can see this from the air, and I've put the trenches in a line across the road like that.
Now, why do you think that that is a road?
Well, these little boxes are, I think, rooms of houses or monk cells or something like that. And then they're on either side of a space, which I think is a roadway.
Where do you go next?
The next target, I think, is going to be this roundhouse here. We'll put a trench in that. That's important because I'm pretty sure that's going to be Iron Age.
If we can find evidence of Iron Age settlement both here on the island and on the mainland fort, we may establish a link between the two sites. Two earlier digs on the island in 1910 and 1930 didn't come up with any convincing conclusions, but there were some great finds. Our other new team member, Marianne Hotter, is examining the evidence.
There's some really remarkable objects here. Alan, tell me more about this one.
It's a bronze pin. It's probably a cloak pin, almost certainly Irish. All the best parallels are from Ireland, a small number from Scotland, and they belong within that general post-Roman pre-Viking period, so possibly from the 5th, maybe as late as the 8th century.
That's not the only incredible artefact, is it? Look at this.
This is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? It's a really beautiful bronze stag that was discovered on the island.
What's the significance of the stag shape?
Well, it's really interesting. We don't know for certain, but it could represent hunting. But it may well also have some kind of ritual significance as well, some religious significance.
So ritual significance, that ties in with this quite extraordinary stone phallus.
This was discovered in one of the huts when they were excavating, and it was actually placed upright, symbolising either fertility or it's there for good luck. We know that the Romans quite often used phalli to bring them good luck.
So this range of artefacts, it's quite incredible, isn't it?
We've got the phallus, the pin, the stag, all coming from this very small area. There's some reason why people are returning to this site here.
Based on these finds, we can tell that the island was occupied from the mid to late Roman period, 200 to 410 AD, into the very early Christian times of the 5th and 6th centuries. But we may also find signs of earlier or later occupation.
It's not very strong.
With the geophys survey on the mainland fort completed,
Phil de Francis.
Phil's impatient to get digging.
Yes, Phil?
We've got a geophysics report over here.
We want you to come over and authorise us to put the trenches in.
I'll be over there in a couple of ticks.
Okay.
That's all I want to know, a couple of ticks.
Join Time Team on Patreon to access exclusive 3D models, masterclasses and behind-the-scenes insights.